And now, presented by Sprite, the 2K pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to 2K Sports. Along with Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Boston Celtics. Well, for Boston, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. Shaq, we see some physical play. We know the league's trying to cut down on the hard fouls and some of that stuff. Does that ever make you laugh because you've been in some pretty rough games with some pretty tough customers?
Yes, I played against the likes of Charles Oakley and Rick Mahorn. Charles Oakley was a guy that was undersized, but when he fouled you, you felt it 2 weeks after.
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. And for the Heat, we've got another hometown game here in Miami. Clark, this is the first they're seeing of Boston. Last season, they couldn't get the edge. The matchup as they went 1-2 in the season series. And so off the tip, it's Boston. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Boston, they've got Smart. Davis is out there with Tiny. Then there's Howard. Now here's Beverly. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. There's the dish to Gibson. Pass to Beverly. Here's Napier. And it's off from three-point range. Davis sets a screen. Howard with a screen on Gibson. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Tiny. Here's Davis. Smart with the ball. Over Allen. That's blocked. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Beverly. Pass to Napier. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Kicks to Beverly. The pass to Napier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Gibson wide open. He shoots from 13 feet. It goes down. Gibson's got the game going here with the first basket for the Heat. Here's Tiny, defended by Allen. Tiny, the pass to Davis. To the paint. Here's Tiny. Puts up the baby hook. Uses the glass to drop it in.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
The Miami Heat come into this one following a loss to the Trailblazers.
Yeah, they look totally disjointed, and sometimes you have a night like that. Nothing goes in the basket. It's just pure frustration.
Well, you can call it any number of things, Steve. Disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, dysfunctional. Any of those would fit.
The runner, that drops.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
He'd have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Knocked away. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Hammers the alley-oop through.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark Ang.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
I would call it an irate finish even.
Here's Napier after the basket by Boston. Bosch, the screen. Napier kicks to Bosch. And there's another one for the Heat.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Now here's Allen. He's covered closely. Over in the corner, Beverly. And Smart over to help. And it's Beverly missing.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
In low to Davis. Passes it to Tiny. Fires from deep. That's good. Tiny's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. And what'd you find out, Doris?
He said their scouting report is really all about how to handle Dwight Howard. Obviously a tremendously impactful player at both ends of the court. Coach said, offensively, we always need to know where he is. Defensively, it's always about doing your work early, trying to hold your ground and deny him prime position inside. Sounds like a good plan, Kevin.
All right, Doris. The Heat trail by 3. Here's Napier. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Portland.
Put in a lot of good work on the boards. That helped him, too.
Feeds to Gibson. Lets it go from deep. And Davis pulls it down.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide-open look.
Rebound by the Heat.
This is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
Here's Napier. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
You know, with the expectations low for him, he can provide a nice lift when he does put the ball in the basket.
Austin with the ball. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
It was not a very inspired performance for them, particularly defensively. I thought, they gave the hostile crowd a lot to cheer about, frankly.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jumpers, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was right through the roof, and you can't win when that's the case.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
Allen outside. Bosch heads the pick for Allen. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Well, you look at the numbers on the season. He's shooting 86% from the free throw line.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it. Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
It's like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning a timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
So it's Boston now. Stolen by Bosch. Here's Napier. Right now averaging 21 points a game. Beverly, the pass to Baldwin. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
The Heat making a switch here. Ends checked in. Pass to Tight. In the corner, Smart with it. He feeds it to Davis. And he banks in the layup. Davis has got his first basket.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Lynn kicks to Napier. Back to Lynn. Pass to Napier. The feed now to Beverly. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Bosch. Great D that time from Howard.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Now here's Smart. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Shot clock at 6. No good. The Heat go the other way with it. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
And the shot is good. The Heat trail by 4. Napier passes to Lynn. Davis with the double team. Outside, Lynn. This is to Bosch. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Bosch has got his second basket of the night.
Smart. Use that big height advantage. Get the shot off.
Well, it's hard to put a big man on him, Steve, that far from the hoop. I mean, he's versatile.
Here's Tiny. He's got 10. Here's Smart. Off target at the rim.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Here's Beverly. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Screen by Howard. To the paint. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
And the Heat with some changes. Moniunas comes in for Chris Bosch. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Patrick Beverly. And so here is Miami. It's a 3-point game. And they're able to recover. Baldwin the pass to Bullock. Shoots the 3. And Maggette pulls it down.
You know, even against defense as tight as that, you expect him to bury those.
I don't know. I mean, we've seen him hit those in the past, but like you said, the defender was on him like glue. It would have been quite a bucket.
Now here is Howard. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Rockets in Houston.
And a phenomenal showing on the boards. His rebounding was a huge factor. Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
There's a minute 34 left to play here in the first. Outside, Lynn. He kicks it to Bullock. Baldwin, covered by Maggette. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Bullock missing.
They've been getting out-muscled on the boards before coming up with that one.
Not playing tough enough. The physicality just hasn't been there yet.
Screened by Howard. He dishes it to Maggette. Young with no one around. Off target from outside. The Heat trail by 5. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure. You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
And that one's good. And here is Lynn. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland. And there's the pass to Napier. Outside, Lynn. There's a good screen. Right wing from the arc. They get the rebound. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Bullock gets to Mount-Eunice. The dish to Bullock. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert. He's got to take that every time.
Maggette outside. Young with no one around. Sinks the triple. Young's got himself on the board with 3 there. And that does it for the first quarter. Celtics out in front, up by 8. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
On tap next Monday, December 5th, Kawhi Leonard and the San Antonio Spurs take on LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Be there.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Boston.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
The Heat trail by 8. On the court for the Celtics, they've got Young. Nick Collison out there with Vitor Favarano. And it's Welch in at the 2. Here's Gibson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Gibson's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Miami. Skinner, defended by Lynn, kicks to Favarano. Passes to Young. Feeds to Favarano. Mount-Eunice with the steal. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Here now is the 2K leaderboard. Over the past month, these teams have tortured opponents defensively. The Heat third.
Yeah, what a month they've had defensively. They really get after it at that end of the floor.
The Heat shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. I mean, you look at the numbers, impressive.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Here's Law. Skinner, defended by Lynn. The kick out to Wright. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from 12. Excellent D there from Allen.
And the defense did just enough to throw him off that shot.
The 11-footer. And the shot is long.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
There's the pick. Out left to the wing. Wright for 3. And he gets it to go. Wright's got his first 3 points of the game.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Gibson the screen. Here's Mount-Eunice. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Stolen by Allen. And here we go. Fast break. Lynn's got it. And that one's good. Lynn's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, they really started to come on here in the second.
Playing much better here, guys, and it looks like they're starting to make up some ground. We'll see if that can continue.
And the Celtics with possession here. Tipped away. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. Chris Bosh is checked in for the Heat. Patrick Beverly comes in for Jeremy Lin. Smart's checked in for the Celtics.
Second team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Allen kicks to Beverly. Back to Allen. Lock at 6. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover. So valuable, especially for a guard, as we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
And then, of course, you look at the numbers. John Stockton with 3,265 steals over his career. Really a crazy number. Averaged over 2 a game, and even in his later years, he was a threat in that regard.
And Miami has possession after the basket by Boston. Over to the wing. Here's Bullock. And a miss there on the triple.
He slipped into quite a funk here, Clark.
I think that's a good word to describe it. I mean, the basket is looking awfully small to him at the moment.
And he gets the bucket. And now a 6-point Boston lead.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Deflects the pass. And Gibson kicks to Allen. Pass to Bosh. Bosh double team. Miami needs to get a shot off. Gibson. Basket is good. The assist from Bosh. Gibson's got 6.
Really did a nice job recognizing the mismatch that he had and immediately cashing in with that mid-range jumper.
Here's Tiny, and he gets it to go. And the Celtics lead by 6.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Here's Bullock. Now Beverly. He feeds it to Bullock. Pass to Gibson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He misses the free throw. Davis is checked in for the Celtics. He's off on the second.
Yeah, they're getting to the line an awful lot in this quarter, and it's not an accident. They've been very aggressive.
Yeah, it's been very intentional. I mean, they've picked up the aggression, and it could get them out of this hole.
And Beverly kicks to Gibson. Fade away, and that one's good. Gibson's got 8.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
From the arc, and again, Boston with the triple.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Here's Bullock. Now the feed to Beverly. Left side Bosh. It's Allen on the wing. Now here's Beverly. Jacks up a 3. No good.
Good rebound there, but overall, they're getting outworked on the glass.
Steve, I think that's what you'd expect, seeing what the score is.
You're smart. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. And now It's a 9-point Celtic lead.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
You know, all coaches hate defensively when you give up easy points in the paint. That's inexcusable. So that's the reason for this timeout here.
I think it came down to the fact they were getting beat inside, and that's why the coach called timeout. They were not winning the battle inside.
And the Celtics making a change here. Maggetti's checked in. Here's Bullock. Banked in off the glass. Bullock's got 4 this quarter.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
There's the pass to Tyler. Davis sets a screen. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Here's Napier. Here's Bullock. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Let's see some of the numbers here on Patrick Beverley. How this year has shaped up for him. Averaging about 7 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. They've been able to count on him to run the show offensively, which he's done with his sensational passing.
Yeah, he's been setting them up with a lot of easy baskets, room service dimes. We call them, one great look after another coming off of his passes. Usually free throws are a formality for him, and for the most part today, they have been. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Dishes to Bullock. Beverley with the ball. Now guarded by Smart. Now here's Beverley. Not a lot of room. Bosch the screen. Here's Napier.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good. The Celtics making a switch here. Young's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Celtics leading by 7. Davis sets a screen. Young outside. Stolen by Beverley. Passes it to Baldwin. Rejected by Young, and he gets it back. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's Tam. Stripped it away. Beverley with the ball, averaging 8 points a game. He kicks it to Bullock. Out to the right wing. Heat moving the ball around. Now here's Beverley. Defense is right there. And the shot is good.
You know, when he scores buckets like that, Kevin, it just shows that he can bring some of that X factor for his team.
2 minutes.
Young outside. Young right side. Off the mark with the little step back Johnny. The Heat trail by 5. Right wing. Deflects the pass. And the jam by Smart.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
Yeah, but you don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up, though, either.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Well, he looks like he wants to toy around with some of their sets and matchups here.
You know, I don't think you can afford to go through a whole game doing the same thing over and over, and you have to be able to adjust on the fly, just like he's doing here.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Montezumas comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Reggie Bullock.
First team foul.
Here's Tam. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And now it's a 9-point Boston lead.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
Yeah, that's 4 straight trips, guys, where their passes have ended up in scores. 4 straight assists. Great team play.
Here is Lynn following the bucket by the Celtics. He dishes it to Moniunas. And Boston with the rebound. Davis has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Yeah, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important, and that's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
Here's Tiny. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley.
Boy, that's his 2nd foul. He does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of the game. Moniunas with the steal. Napier passes to Baldwin. And a wide open look for Lynn. Hits the 3-point bomb. Lynn's got 7. Celtics leading by 6.
And no need to rush it. They can play for 1 shot.
And I think they should wait till about the 5-second mark to go for it.
Welch defended by Beverly. There's the dish to Howard. Here's Welch. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Here's Napier. No good. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Celtics lead by 8. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I've got Coach Eric Spoelstra here with me. And, Coach, what are the things you're seeing so far in this game that you'd like to change going forward?
It starts with getting some stops. We got to play off some misses, and we can't let them force us into 1 or 0 pass possessions. We've got to move the ball 1.5 court, help each other with that, but we'd like to get some more in the open.
Eric, thank you so much. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Tiny. 12 points. And he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
The Heat trail by 8. Allen is out there with Taj Gibson. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Chris Bosh. And it's Napier in at the 2 spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Allen outside. Just 5 on the clock. Over Davis. Allen, that's good. Allen's got the first basket of the second half. That one for Miami. Celtics leading by 6. Here's Tiny. Kicks it to Davis. To the left side wing. Feeds it to Howard. And that one's good. Howard's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. I mean, defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Now here's Beverly. Pass to Napier. He feeds it to Gibson. Shoots a fader. Shot's good. Gibson's got 10 points. Austin's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Now the pass to Tyler. The feed now to Smart. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And, Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Well, not the best statistic for him. I mean, his performance at the line, of course, very low numbers.
And, guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line, certainly to this point.
Now, here's Beverly. Pass to Gibson. Puts it up from 12. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Now here's Allen. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. And the Celtic lead has been cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Bosch.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Vitor Favarani's checked in for Davis. Now here's Howard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Shot's good. 14 points for Tiny.
Well, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
And Miami has possession, trailing here by 8. And here's Beverly. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
It's still early on in the season, Kevin, but let's take some time to look at where the Celtics sit right now. First in blocks, first in field goal percentage, and they're also #1 in three-point shooting. This is a team that loves to cast up shots from behind the arc.
And to me, what jumps out is the blocks, because they're an intimidating team. They really control the paint. They like to physically dominate their opponent. And when they do that and they get a lot of block shots, obviously it gives their defense a ton of confidence.
Here's Tiny. 14 points for him. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Now here's Beverly. He's covered closely. Dishes it to Gibson. Out to the wing. Gibson a screen. There's a screen. Bosch. No one around him. Great. Use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Bosch has got 5 points now in the quarter. Boston leading by 6. Passes it to Howard. The dish to Favarani. Stolen by Bosch. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Allen leading the charge. They get it back. And the basket by Napier. Napier's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
In low to Howard. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Celtics lead by 6. Now Beverly. Here's Napier. He kicks it to Gibson. Howard down with both hands. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. And the Heat with some changes. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Napier. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Patrick Beverly. And then for Boston. He's checked in, and it's right in for Dwight Howard.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right plays, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Here's Tiny, defended by Gibson. The shot misses. The Heat go the other way with it. Some firepower, Clark and Steve, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air of confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, a little swagger here from this team. They're in a nice groove.
Here's Bullock. Here's Lynn. And no good. And a chance to take the lead. Smart with the ball. Working on Gibson. Shoots off the step back. There's the bucket. Good. 16 points for Tiny.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Right against Allen. Lynn kicks to Allen. He dishes it to Bosch. Stolen by Maggette. Tan, defended by Allen. Pass to Tiny. To the left wing. Jacks up a three. And it's Miami with the rebound. Gibson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Now here's Bosch. He's got 9. And it's Bullock missing. Maggette with a screen on Bosch. In the corner, right with it. Here's Tam. Count the bucket. Now it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Now a timeout called by Miami. Look at Tiny. He's been really playing well.
He just continues to light him up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Well, let's take a look now at some of the most explosive players in the NBA lately. The highest scoring small forwards of the past month. And you look at Tiny, 2nd in the league, having an excellent season.
Those are some tremendous athletes, as we're used to seeing at that spot on the floor. You know, they can pretty much all give phenomenal individual performances on any given night.
And most nights, that's exactly what they do. Every team wants and needs scoring from the small forward position. And all of the players on that list provide it.
And Boston has possession after the Heat pick up 2. And it's Lynn with the rebound. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Now we get a chance to check out the numbers for Ray Allen. How this season has been coming along for him. He's getting around 12 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Looking at those numbers, you'd probably say, yeah, that's about what we'd expect out of him.
Which isn't really what any player wants to hear. I mean, you don't want to meet expectations. You want to underpromise and overdeliver. You want to exceed expectations, and maybe we'll start to see him do that shortly.
Now off the inbound. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Celtics. They're sitting 8th right now in the early going. And, of course, the Heat. They're 9th best in the conference.
Well, you know, looking at Miami, the thing with them is they haven't really established an identity for themselves as a team. They never have seemed to come up with a plan and stick to it for very long. They've been all over the place in terms of their identity.
And I put that on the coaching staff more than anyone else, Clark. A coherent strategy has to be in place, or it's impossible to climb up the standings.
Now here's Lynn. He has 7. There's the pick. Got a piece of it. Right, left side. Celtics passing it around. Hit his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. Here's Welch. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Lynn dishes to Allen. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Here's Lynn. Rebound, Boston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Skinner, defended by Lynn. Maggette with a screen for Wright. Off target from outside. Now here's Allen. He has 7. 1:15 left to play in the third. To the wing right side. 6 on the shot clock. With the teardrop, and that's 2 points on the layup. Allen's got 9.
Yeah, not just an everyday finish. He put a little pizzazz on that one, guys.
The pass to Tiny. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. They set the pick. Down low. Here's Maggette. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Maggette's got his first bucket in this one.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to fight over the top of that.
The Heat trail by 5.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity they have.
Well, they need to be.
Here's Napier. And the layup's good off the glass. 10 points for him.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Pulls it up. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And the Celtics lead by 5. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Allen passes to Lynn. To the left wing. And it's good. Caught through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Screen by Howard. Here's Welch. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Boston on top. They're up by 5. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
This Saturday, December 3rd, Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls take on Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Live from Oklahoma City. Make sure to catch it.
Celtics leading by 5, and a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Howard is out there with Davis, then it's Young, then there's Smart, and it's Law in at shooting guard. Here's Davis, kicks it to Smart. Here's Law, defended by Gibson. Here's Davis, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Davis has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Celtics. The Heat shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Napier kicks to Lynn. Davis with the double team. Lynn dishes to Bosch. Pass to Napier. Lets it go with the 3. Can't get it to go. Boston's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot. Tonight. Lynn with the steal. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Dwight Howard. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
And then look at the points in the paint, because they're really winning that battle tonight.
The Celtics making a switch here. Boston leading by 5. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Tam. The jump hook uses the glass that time, and it's good.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
And it's the Heat with the ball. In the corner, Gibson with it. Good ball movement here by Miami. Shot clock at 6. Beverly, the pass to Lynn. And the rebound goes to Howard.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take. And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been... spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Lynn dishes to Bosch. Howard with the steal. Davis sets a screen. Smart wide open. He fires. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. And now a 12-point Celtic lead. Here is Lynn. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And the Heat all-time here.
Well, he's got to be disappointed with his team's play over the course of this run. And, thus the timeout. You got to talk things over, try to get back into the game.
Something has to change for them as they haven't looked good at all during this run. So a timeout is appropriate here.
Allen's checked in for Miami. Tiny, he's checked in for Boston. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively, saying, listen, let's make the simple play. Take care of the basketball. We can't afford to waste any possessions. Guys, can they clean it up?
Howard setting the pick for Smart. Over to the left wing. Feeds it to Howard. Dishes to Davis. Back to Howard. Pass to Smart. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Punches it down.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Well, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. The Heat trail by 14. Here's Napier. Will it go? And it's sent back by Howard. And that one's good. And that's 11 points for Chris Bosh. Boston's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Smart kicks to Howard. Outside for Davis. He's looking for Howard and finds him. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Howard's got the lead up to 14 now for the Celtics. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Over to the wing. Clock at 6. The feed to Smart. Howard, the pass to Davis. Smart dishes to Davis. He feeds it to Howard. Can't connect from short range. The Heat trail by 14. Allen kicks to Beverly. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Tiny, the pass to Davis. Tam, defended by Allen. In the corner, Smart with it. Now the dish to Howard. Clock at 6. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Pass to Beverly. Gibson a screen. Beverly dishes to Gibson. He kicks it to Bosch. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Davis. Celtics leading by 14. Smart passes to Howard. On the wing, Davis. Back to Howard. That's good. Howard's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Beverly with the ball. To the inside. Stolen by Smart. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Deflects the pass. To the right side. Ham. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Heat trail by 18. And here's Beverly. Over in the corner, Allen. Down low. Napier kicks to Bosch. The shot is good off the backboard. Bosch has got 9 points now in just the second half. Boston's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Right wing. And finished off by Davis. No challenge from the defense there, Clark. Could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner. Going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
Now Beverly. Five on the clock. Bosch, high post. Wide open look. Off the left rim and out.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Here's Tam. And he banks in the layup. And the Celtics lead by 20.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something, you're right. And the Heat call time here. And a new group in for the Celtics.
Right. Welch.
Allen outside. Now here's Gibson. Clock at 6. Here's Napier on the money with the open jumper.
And that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over.
Well, you know, he almost seems to enjoy those mismatches, Steve. It gives him a chance to show what a strong finisher he is.
And Wright kicks to long. Back to Wright, to the left side wing. And Napier pulls it down. The Heat trail by 18. Allen drives in.
Some good numbers for Ray Allen. 9 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And those steals are all the evidence you need of just how high his basketball IQ is. He really sees the floor well defensively.
Ray Allen. 2.
First one falls for him. And Allen drops them both.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Law the pass to Welch. That's good, and a nice assist from Law. And the Celtics lead by 18.
And so here we go, just rolling along to the finish line in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Celtics.
They really had it going, Clark. Their offense propelled them.
Yeah, in this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
A little bit closer to the win now, and they'll be halfway to a sweep of the season series once they wrap this one up.
That's right. It's just a two-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into Game 2 that they had tonight.
Nice ball movement by Boston. 6 on the shot clock. That one goes. Count it.
Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
Allen outside. Gibson setting the pick for Allen. It's Bosch with the drive. No good.
And this is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
Well, they've done a great job keeping the fans out of the game today, and the closer they get to the win, the quieter it gets.
Yeah, we call that the sweet sounds of silence. They're going to savor this win, as well they should. Every road win carries a little extra reward.
Napier kicks to Bosch. Here's Law. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
Here's Napier, but he stays with it. Here's Beverly from outside off the mark. Here's Law. Offline. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Dwight, coming off the loss in last game, what was the difference tonight in how this team played?
You know, we got a good win tonight coming from a tough game last night. Started out strong. We just stuck with it. We stayed together, and we got a good win.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you so much, Doris. And now it's time to say so long. So, for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game.